speaking of lightweights, I just want to take this moment, guys, to apologize real quick. I want to apologize to my teammate Dustin Poirier. I broke a promise to my agent Dan Lambert, and I really do feel bad, man. I feel ashamed. Yesterday, I was asked a question by Helwani about Dustin, my teammate, and I kind of lost my cool. I was too busy spitting fire on the world, and I was so hyped up about the Woodley fight that I kind of went off on Dustin. I just want to say that I'm sorry, Dustin. You're still my friend. We can be friends. I'm sorry about hurting your feelings and saying some words in the past that might have hurt your feelings. Business goes back to usual at American Top Team. I want to have a civil gym, and I don't want there to be drama or beef in the gym. I want to keep things civil. And if any of these guys want to come fight me, anybody out there, you know where to find me. We could fight for a lot of money in the octagon, but why aren't these guys talking about fighting me in the octagon? They just keep talking about fighting me in the street.
Wow, an apology from Colby Covington. This is a massive rarity. This is like the exclusive of all exclusive. Just wondering, sort of, what made you want to sort of apologize? When did you start first thinking about settling this with your good friend Dustin Poirier?
Yeah, I never apologize, and I can't believe I'm doing it here today with you guys. But that's how much trust I have in you guys and faith in you guys. And what made me want to apologize is I'm really apologizing to Dan Lambert. I broke a promise. We made a promise that, he's in a different weight class. He's a lightweight. I'm a welterweight. What our business and our paths are not going to cross. So there's no reason to talk about each other. Let's keep everything, normal at the gym, and guys can interact and train and they can hate each other, but we have enough space at the gym where there shouldn't be any problems. Let's just handle our business. And I broke that promise with Dan, and I told him I wasn't going to talk about Dustin. He's not going to talk about me, and I'm ashamed, man. I'm usually not like this, but I'm a man to admit when I'm wrong, and I'm wrong. I made a mistake. I'm just like every other American out there. We make mistakes, and the more important thing is that we learn from our mistakes, and I've learned from my mistake, and I'm going to be better. I'm sorry, Dan Lambert. Sorry, Dustin. Love you guys. American Top Team forever.
And just quickly, as we wrap up, Colby, I mean, if you see Dustin next, or if Dustin does listen to this, what's your message to him? Do you want him to come over? Do you want him to speak to you? Do you want to sort of somehow mend this whole thing in person? What's the plan from here?
Yeah, I'd like to sit down with him, have a little chat, speak to him eye to eye, get a gauge and feel for how he's feeling and thinking, and let him get some things off his chest, and then me rebuttal and tell him the truth, and let me get some things off my chest where I believe, we're both stubborn in our own ways, and we're hard-headed, and we're both fighters, and we love to fight. So let's just worry about fighting and preparing for our fights. He has a big fight coming up with somebody, and I'm worried about getting my rematch and getting my belt back. So let's just go our separate ways and let bygones be bygones.
And while you're sort of talking about ATT, what about a couple of these other people you've had beef with guys like Jorge Masvidal or like Joanna and Jedrzejczyk? Are you trying to sort of mend fences with all of them, or is it just Dustin to this one?
Nope, just Dustin.
What's your message to Jorge and Joanna if they're listening?
What's my message to Jorge, journeyman George Masvidal, a.k.a. Street Judas, the guy who tried to stab me in the back for money and business? You got your ass whooping waiting, buddy. You got your 10 seconds of fame. They're up. You hit lightning in a bottle, but let's look at your record, buddy. You got double-digit losses on your record. You're a 50-50 average mediocre fighter. Stop acting like you're so great. You ain't great. You know what happens when we used to train for the last 8-9 years. It's never been 1 second where you ever beat me. So, if you want to get embarrassed in front of the world, let's do it. Because, George keeps talking about wanting to fight in the street. It's like, dude, if we fight in the street, who's going to pay your medical bills, George? At least if we fight in the UFC octagon, I'm going to break your jaw, I'm going to rearrange your face, and the UFC will cover your medical bills. So let's leave our business in the octagon. But he don't want to fight me in the octagon. He knows better than that. And as far as Joanna Jedrzejczyk, his little side piece that they got a little fling going on right now, I could give a fuck less about her. She's washed up. Nobody cares about her. She used to be the boogie woman. Now she's the booby woman. Look at her face. She got her face rearranged. And I called it. In the beginning of the week, I put a video out the week before a fight. I said, hey, guys, Joanna wants an apology from me. So here I am for my apology. Joanna, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to get your face rearranged, and everybody's going to get rich at mybookie.ag. And that's exactly what happened. I got rich. I made a Rolex off of Joanna Jedrzejczyk's bitch ass.